Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team facing the home team.
At the line, and Gilgeous-Alexander understands how to draw contact, especially when he's looking to score.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Pass to Giannis. Tatum with it. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist.
Yeah, the closer Tatum gets, the easier it is for him. His touch is just so good.
It's Rip Hamilton on the wing. Banked in off the glass.
Defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
And the wide open shot from Paul. A three-pointer, no good. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo.
Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
And the double up on Antetokounmpo. Here's Edwards. Up and in on the layup.
Well, Edwards is such a strong player. Skilled at absorbing contact and still finishing.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Instincts and anticipation. Great effort here by Giannis.
And it's Bagley at the elbow. To the paint. Here's Giannis. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And Paul puts up a deep three. Here's Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis.
There's so little ego in Giannis's game. It's not about him out there. He wants to make the game easier for his teammates.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Second chance shot. That shot off. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Pass to Paul. Wembanyama trying to free himself up. Paul's shot is off. Hamilton with it. Chris Paul covering. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Their team's main focus tonight, well, it starts with all-star Anthony Edwards. He said Ant is an incredible player. He's so physical. We have to throw multiple bodies at him. It's got to be a team effort to keep Edwards in check. An ambitious game plan. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Out of bounds.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Here is Edwards. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Assisted.
Edwards got 6.
Well, I love when guys like Edwards work inside. Don't settle for jumpers. Get a solid look close to the rim.
Jason Tatum.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was short, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Here's Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Giannis will take on any defender. Nice finish that time.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And the wing jumper offline. Here's Hamilton. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Hamilton. Antetokounmpo on the double team. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Off the left rim and out. Tatum deciding where to go with it. It's Edwards on the wing. Antetokounmpo with the steal. And there's the drive. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
And on the drive, Giannis, he can be so disruptive, just muscling his way through the defense.
Giannis.
Yep, that one goes.
The assist.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And a wide open look for James. Buries it from 3-point range.
LeBron won't hesitate if he finds a spot he likes behind the arc.
It's Edwards on the wing. And it's LeBron James with the rebound.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
And here they come. Paul for 3. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far.
Your home team,
Up
13. The away team, 14.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
3 points.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
Assisted by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Continues to develop his playmaking abilities. Gilgeous-Alexander is an unselfish team player.
Team foul. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander
all over.
First personal foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
Team foul.
The first free throw is good.
Shooting for the away team.
And so Tatum nails them both.
Well, there's no question that Tatum is one of the best scorers in the game today. And because he was so good at such a young age, it's easy to forget how young he still is.
Giannis rips it down.
Ooh, and I hope he didn't hurt his neck because that was one nasty head fake.
Yeah, the defender bought it all the way, didn't he? In the corner, Tatum with it. And the 3 off target. Pass to Hamilton. Puts up a 3. Wembanyama with the rebound. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the...
Edwards with the dunk of the night.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
And here's LeBron outside. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Offensive rebound. And Wembanyama too much inside.
Yeah, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Back to James. Hamilton with it. Picked up by Edwards. And that one's good by Giannis.
With the basket.
10-point
with the assist.
for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Antetokounmpo using his size!
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
The kick out to Tatum. Here's Wembanyama.
Just staying with it. Wembanyama saves the possession.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, deflects the pass.
Out of bounds.
And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Tatum.
Two minutes remaining in the first
Back
half.
to Hamilton.
2 minutes.
And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
And how about the splendid floor vision from Antetokounmpo? A good decision maker, improves his passing each and every year.
The three from Tatum. Tatum from three.
And after not making any threes in the first half, he now has 2 here in the second half. Let's see if he continues to add to that.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Richard Hamilton on the wing. The rejection by Paul. And they're able to recover. Clock is at 3. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Misses the 3. 1:02 left to play here in the half.
Yes,
And good that time.
And with the height to see over the defense, the eyes to spot the open man, Giannis continues to flourish as a facilitator.
Tatum, that's good.
And things starting to click from three-point land. Nothing in the first quarter, but he's hit 3 triples here in the second.
Hamilton outside. Bagley trying to free himself up. Nice shot by Hamilton. Hamilton's got 8 points.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
41 seconds left here in the second. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's off from three-point range. Got a hand on it. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Paul looking around.
Home team foul.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Second personal foul.
That'll be his second foul of the game.
Foul.
The 3 from Tatum. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. 18 points for him.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
32.
They lead by 2. Don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Left side, Antetokounmpo. Right side, Edwards.
Anthony Edwards.
Inside, Edwards finishes strong.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You can see the evolution of Giannis as a passer. He's gotten good at thinking for himself and his teammates.
Back to Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Kicks it out to LeBron. No good on the 3. Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. They get it back. Antetokounmpo. To the inside. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Here's Antetokounmpo. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
Edwards drawing the double team.
Richard Hamilton.
And Rip Hamilton gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Down low. Paul.
Chris Paul.
Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And how about CP finding space around the rim?
And the foul called on Edwards.
Anthony Edwards.
That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team
First
foul.
minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Pass to James. Kicks it out to Giannis.
Well, Tatum has some length on him. That really helps him be so effective on defense.
And it's Edwards, top of the key. The deep three from Tatum. From beyond the arc and then some.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin. The NBA has split its draft into 2 days. The league's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, says rosters have expanded and we're seeing a larger influx in talent, a lot of times in the second round. This format will do justice to those slept-on players. Kevin?
From Rip Hamilton.
Good stuff, D.A. Some Hall of Famers from that second round, for sure. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Oh, Edwards!
Assist from.
Well, talk about a guy who plays above the rim. Anthony Edwards.
And the rejection by Giannis. Paul with the ball. Now Hamilton defending. And it goes out of bounds.
The ball goes to the
last touch by Antetokounmpo. Home team on D.
2 minutes.
They trail by 7.
2 minutes.
Pass to Wembanyama. He won't miss many from there. Wembanyama.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
High post shot. And no good that time.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Back to Edwards. And they get it back. Oh, look at the focus from Wembanyama. Drills it through contact.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Back to Hamilton. Three-pointer. Great D that time from Edwards. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And his athleticism comes through in all kinds of ways. You've got to be nimble to make moves like Giannis.
Outside Tatum. Pass to Wembanyama. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. That's 12 points for Victor Wembanyama.
What a difference a half can make. As much as he struggled in the first 2 quarters, he certainly made up for it with his play in the second half.
And Paul gets it to go in.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And he drops it in from the low post. 24 pointers for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter.
Your home team,
Up by 6.
47. The visiting team, 53.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Richard Hamilton on the wing. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
Yes, sir.
And even when Tatum isn't the shooter, he's dangerous. He can set others up to finish the job.
Here's Hamilton.
Team foul.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Second personal foul.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money
team
on that
foul.
foul.
The first one falls.
That's a line for 2.
And Hamilton just constantly working his tail off. Excels shooting it from mid-range. Just always on the move, constantly working off screen.
Back to Paul. And stolen by Hamilton. Great D that time from Edwards. Tatum with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Wembanyama.
Victor Wembanyama.
Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line.
Defensive foul.
Chris Paul picks up that one.
First
Just
personal
simply
foul.
overpowers
Second
the
team
defense.
foul.
Giannis flexing that near
At the
7-foot
line for
frame.
1.
Free
Giannis.
throw, no good for Antetokounmpo. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Kicks it out to Paul. Tatum on the wing. Into the lane. Tatum.
Team foul.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
First team foul.
That's on LeBron James.
Shooting
Strong
for the away
take
team.
by Tatum. Just daring the defense to foul.
And so Tatum nails them both. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Giannis. And the rejection by Wembanyama. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Giannis high post. It's stolen by Edwards. Giannis left side. Giannis says, get off me.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
To the middle. Back to Bagley. Inside. And the rejection by Giannis. They push it up 4-on-3. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Anthony.
Yeah,
Edwards.
no question Tatum can take over a game at a moment's notice.
Pass to LeBron. Floats it up for Giannis. And they're running. Here's Edwards. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by James.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth
2 minutes
quarter.
remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
They get a hand on it. Shot clock at 5.
The ball goes to the away team.
It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Good defense by Wembanyama. It's Edwards on the wing. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the flush by Antetokounmpo.
so strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Here's Edwards.
Anthony Edwards.
And Edwards slams it in.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
To the inside. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively.
Chris Paul.
Count the basket.
That one's going to be the final dagger, and these guys can now celebrate.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to let up, and I like that. Keep pouring it on.
Antetokounmpo. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Another shot. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Away team ball.
And it's going to go the other way. 40 seconds left in the game. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo.
Second personal foul.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Here's Tatum. Second shot opportunity. And Antetokounmpo slams it in. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 16 rebounds.
Man, LeBron James, the king, can still fly.
The 3 from Tatum. The rebound by James.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Away team
Stepped
ball.
in the line, out of bounds there, and that will cost them the possession.
Well, look, plays like that are exactly why they find themselves in such a deep hole.
And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Ball is turned over. The ball goes to your home team.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one.
That's
a resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
Oh, that's exactly right. But with the way they control the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for Stan Van Gundy. you for tuning in this Sunday evening. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Away team.
It'll be the visiting team and the home team.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Away team.
And now, your dance team.
Here's Tatum. Now here's Towns. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
Well, for us, it will be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Out to Edwards. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons.
And that corner pocket triple, terrific shot by Edwards from deep.
Outside Curry. Three-pointer. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. And Simmons slams it in.
And no issues getting up for Simmons. An emphatic 2 points from the Australian.
Here's Towns. Brooks misses.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
And Simmons slams it in.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead. Oh, my.
Karl Anthony Towns with a little extra emphasis on that one.
Stephon Castle. First personal foul. First team foul.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Here's Edwards.
Away team foul.
Second chance effort. Pass to Towns.
Personal foul.
Wants to get it to Tatum and does. For three, Edwards.
Away team foul.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Outside for Curry. Over to the left wing. Towns wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Away team foul.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Second team
Well, Kevin, I did have a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau. Now, of course, I asked Coach what his plan was about defending Jason Tatum, and he said I told our guys just to play smart, to play up on him, but not get baited into fouls, and try to get a hand in his face. Now, that's a difficult challenge for any defense, so we'll see what happens tonight. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. Brooks right side. Left side, Tatum. Stolen by Tatum. To the inside. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
I don't know how many defenders are stopping Giannis when he's up like that.
Right side, Towns. And Simmons with the rebound.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Brooks misses.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
Oh, great work by Edwards to get up court in a hurry and get himself a bucket. Can't let those fast break opportunities get away.
Team ball.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Tatum, no good.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Here's Curry. The rebound by Edwards. And Giannis throws it down.
Oh, nice read there from Edwards. He's all for sharing the wealth. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Another miss by Curry.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
They get it again. And Simmons slams it in.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Curry wide open. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Edwards' shot is good.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And they pick up 2. Simmons got 8 points.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Pass to Castle. To the paint. Towns with it. Here's Tatum. Here's Castle. And he hits the buzzer beater
with the score.
Ringing the bell.
That's the scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter.
11.
They're up by 9. Started in the second quarter when we return. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
Bursting off the floor. Edwards hammers it down.
And he can take off from anywhere at any time. Edwards always a threat.
It's stolen by Edwards. Down low. Stolen by Tatum. Here's Castle. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Oh, yeah. Castle can leap up to the rim. The rookie putting some power behind that finish. And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Inside. Here's Curry.
Stephen Curry.
The inside game of Stephen Curry.
Anthony Towns.
Curry's toughness on display inside there, just clashing inside.
To the middle. Down low. Tatum.
Jason Tatum.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Pass to Tatum. Here's Towns, defended by Towns. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And he comes up with the deuce. Towns has got his third basket of the night right there.
So skilled working inside. Towns knows how to operate down low.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Here's Brooks. Good D by Giannis.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Edwards can't hit.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
And the rejection by Giannis. And stolen by Simmons. Oh, the lob for Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And that passing ability really helps separate Tatum from so many others because the defense has to focus on his ability to score.
Back to Towns. Pass to Castle. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Curry outside. Giannis grabs the miss.
Well, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Edwards can't hit.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun. You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, D.A. Outside Curry. They need this. Oh, good.